Right, we're here on the Lower Berryfield Estate complex here, the fishery that's helped develop us the new intensive care product. The proprietor of the aforementioned complex is Rothschild, who's this gentleman here. He's really the pushing force behind the development of it, because he has the facility of all the fish, the growing through the breeding of the fish essentially, and their welfare in heart. And he's also an extremely keen and very experienced carp angler. And we're just here to chat to him really about a little bit of information about the new product intensive care and what essentially sets it out as a standout product in terms of looking after the fish we're catching in comparison to some of the other products that are already out there and established on the market. Good products, products that have served a purpose over the years in terms of anglers looking after the fish they put on the bank. But really now that's being taken forward. As with anything, it's evolved, and I'll give you a chance to have a chat in a minute, mate, because I'm taking you on the limelight. So essentially,
yep.
How long have you been a fish farmer? Give the guys at home a little bit of an idea and insight into your experience.
Well, I went to Sparsholt in '98.
Yeah.
So, yeah, however long that is now. Quite a
yeah,
while.
Getting on for 16 years.
Yeah, quite a while. We've had this site here
17?
11 years now.
Right. Okay.
And we've been selling fish for 8 years.
Yeah. Well, we've had the little tour this morning, and we'll show you a few of the highlights of that perhaps in the video as infills as we go. But it's really impressive setup, and some of the fish are just absolutely exquisite. So there's no doubt in my mind this is a gentleman that really knows his craft. When did you come up with the idea, or what was the inception behind coming up with a new carp care product?
Basically, we do all our own spawning here on the farm, and when we're spawning and stripping the fish, we can be quite rough with them.
Yeah.
So we were losing a lot of scales, with the fish being so scaly. We were losing a lot of scales, causing a lot of damage inside in the systems, and it's sometimes turning out to be Aeromonas salmonacida, which is a bacteria that gets in, creates ulcers, and it just wasn't good for the broodstock, which you need to keep in
tip-top condition, of
yeah.
course, yeah.
So I tried a few products on the market, not with great success.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd have a little dabble. At college I learnt a lot about all the treatments of fish.
Yeah. So you had that insight anyway into particular kind of like chemicals that would
I've worked with chemicals for years.
Attack one kind of area of a problem, like the bacteria that you said, which I'm not even going to try and repeat, quite frankly. And so you just started dabbling, really. That's essentially it. Trying to get the best for your fish. To
get that product there, I must have tried 60 or 70 different ingredients.
Right.
And that over about 5-6 years.
So we're talking a long period of development.
Yeah, long process.
Checking the individual fish's welfare when they're treated.
Yeah, I mean at college we used to use mainly iodine, which is what they use.
There's a few carp treatments out there. The brown stuff that dyes the skin almost yellow, isn't it?
It's a good product, but again, there's not the absorption with it like there is with that. That one actually absorbs in.
Right, so that's pretty much a key point from your perspective. Right, so rather than it being a gel, which you can rub on and then the fish swims out into the lake and flanks on the bottom to get rid of the irritating glob of blue stuff or whatever it is on it, this stuff essentially goes straight in. Yeah. Because it's a very fine liquid.
By the time, when I'm working with the fish here in the hatchery and on the farm, it's the same as catching a fish when you're fishing. Yeah. You're using an unhooking mat and a weigh sling or a retainer or something like that. And by the time you've applied your product and put your weigh sling back over the fish, picked it up, put it back in the water, it's all off the fish. Yeah. So I was finding that in the hatchery. So you can physically stare in the hatchery.
Oh yeah, they're there in front of you.
Yeah, and see they can't get away from you like they can in a 50-acre pond once you've treated them.
Yeah.
And I was seeing that it just was not staying on. There was nothing that would stay on and work. So I thought, well, I've got to go down the lines of something that penetrates the actual cut or abrasion or hook hold or saw. So we went down that line, and after 7 or 8 different recipes we came up with that, and it seems to be
Yeah, and then you tweaked it, because essentially it's not just one active ingredient, is it?
No, there's 4 or 5 in there.
Right, okay, and they're all working together at different levels and working together synergistically, to use a really dodgy word, so that one's taking out bacteria, one's controlling...
With sores, you've got various layers of skin. We haven't just got one layer of skin.
Right,
there's a top layer, a dermo layer, and then you've got the flesh.
Yeah. And that's the tenderest bit right the way underneath.
So, and past that, you've got the scales and mucus. So we need something that was actually going to attack all of those areas for scrapes and everything, really, because the fish need to be in tip-top condition.
Right. So it's a really simple product to use. It's supplied in a 60ml bottle with just a simple spray pump mechanism. You know, I won't spray it on my hands because I'll end up dyed blue, and again, that's another byproduct of one of the key ingredients in it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good indicator that it's on the fish, that
you've treated it, it's penetrated,
and
you know.
there.
So again, you don't have to keep the fish out the water. You don't have to overly dry areas of the fish either, do you?
Not overly with this product. Whereas other ones, you have to strip a lot of mucus off, which is their valuable layer of protection.
Yeah.
When you're only trying to get to one area.
Yeah, you can just spray it over the area and know that you've got good coverage.
With that, all I ever do is just a little bit of a dab. I just go like this and I dab it off and then spray.
Yeah, I know on our packaging, after previous discussions, we've added on that on areas of really nasty kind of infection, it's worth drying out a little bit more. But again, it's common sense, isn't it? That once you've dried that area off, if it's that infected, you're only going to be doing good to your health and the product go in there and establish a foothold, a handhold onto kind of like the infected area.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anything else, like areas to avoid spraying into? Because it's a fairly safe product.
It's a safe product. They're all bits and bobs that are in the aquatics trade.
Yeah.
So they're all fine to go straight into water, straight onto fish. I would avoid under the gill plate, maybe.
Because they're so
straight
sensitive,
the
aren't they, the membranes?
Straight into the operculum, and then maybe the eyes.
Yeah.
You know, but the eyes have got a barrier, so you should be okay.
Yeah, and if they're anything like a person's eyes, the cornea replaces itself really quickly anyway, because otherwise we'd all be looking through fog. So, yeah. Well, absolutely fascinating. It's a brilliant facility here. We're loving having the guided tour for Ross and working with him, and we're looking forward to making the product available, a product that is genuinely more effective than the other ones out there in controlling and helping the fish heal themselves. And as anglers, we all just want the best welfare that we can for the fish, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Even an angler like you only gets to go out once to the blue moon because we're making you work all the time.
There you go.
No, it's brilliant, mate.
Brilliant, thank you.
Thank you.